You are looking at a uniform that represents the sovereignty of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You are looking at the camouflage that is supposed to send fear into the hearts of bandits and terrorists. But what I am showing you today on this screen is not a soldier in combat. It is a soldier in submission. The headline you saw is not clickbait. It is a question that every single Nigerian is asking right now after seeing this footage. Military bows to Sheikh Gumi. How can they ever arrest him? We are broadcasting this breaking reaction today, Thursday, January 29, 2026, and social media is absolutely on fire. A video has surfaced, and you can see the link in the description, showing a fully kitted Nigerian Navy Commando, a man trained to fight on land and sea, going down on his knees to greet the controversial Islamic cleric, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. This is not just a handshake. This is not a salute. This is a commando with his rifle likely nearby, lowering his body to the ground in a posture of total reverence. Now, let's be very clear about why this is causing such a massive uproar. We are in a country where the military has repeatedly issued warnings to this same man. Just recently, we heard the defense headquarters warn opinion merchants against demoralizing the troops. We have heard the army warn Gumi against making divisive comments about religious profiling in the military. But when the cameras are off, or in this case when they are on, what we see is not an arrest warrant. We see a soldier bowing down. The optics of this are devastating. Imagine you are a young soldier in the trenches of Zamfara or the forests of Kaduna. You have been told that your enemy is the bandit who kidnaps innocent Nigerians. Then you see Sheikh Gumi, a man who has openly advocated for these bandits, who has called for them to be granted amnesty, and who has even compared them to freedom fighters. You see this man, and then you see your superior or your colleague in the Navy kneeling before him. What does that do to your morale? Does it tell you that this man is a suspect, or does it tell you that he is a boss? This video is fueling the narrative that there are two sets of laws in Nigeria. If an ordinary Nigerian makes a fraction of the statements Gumi has made, the DSS will be knocking on their door before they can even hit post on Twitter. Remember, this is the same Sheikh Gumi who was recently in the news claiming he was on a US elimination list following airstrikes in Sokoto. He has been at the center of every controversy regarding the bandits in the Northwest. Yet, instead of handcuffs, he gets a royal greeting from the very people paid to secure the nation. I want to pause here and ask you a very difficult question, and I want you to be honest in the comments. Do you see this as a sign of cultural respect for an elder, or do you see it as a compromise of military professionalism? Can a soldier who kneels to a man ever be expected to arrest that same man? Drop your thoughts below. And if you are enjoying this unfiltered breakdown of the Nigerian situation, please smash that like button. It helps us get this video to more people who need to see the truth. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We don't sugarcoat anything here. Welcome back. Let's dig deeper into the untouchable status of Sheikh Gumi. This video confirms what many analysts have been saying for years. Sheikh Gumi is not just a cleric, he is a political force that the military seems afraid to touch. When he goes into the forest to meet with bandit kingpins, he goes with security protection. When he speaks against the government, he is invited to talks, not arrested. And now we see the individual soldiers showing him a level of respect reserved for commanders-in-chief. Critics are saying that this image of the Navy Commando kneeling is the final proof that the government has no intention of ever arresting Gumi, no matter what he says or does. It sends a signal to the bandits too. If the military respects their mediator this much, then the bandits know they have a powerful shield. It validates their claim that they have people in high places. We also have to look at the religious angle. Yes, in many Nigerian cultures, kneeling is a sign of respect for religious leaders and elders. Nobody is disputing that. But when you wear the uniform of the Nigerian Armed Forces, you are no longer just a private citizen. You are a symbol of the state. Your allegiance is to the Constitution and the President. When that uniform hits the ground in submission to a private citizen, especially one as controversial as Gumi, it blurs the line between state authority and religious authority. It makes people wonder who is really in charge. As this video continues to trend on X, or formerly Twitter, and WhatsApp, the silence from the military hierarchy is deafening. Will they issue a statement explaining this? Will they say the soldier was acting in a personal capacity? Or will they ignore it, hoping that the news cycle moves on? But the damage is already done in the minds of Nigerians. You cannot unsee a commando on his knees. So, when you see headlines asking, why hasn't Gumi been arrested? Just remember this video. You don't arrest the man you bow to. You don't handcuff the man you kneel for. This is the reality of Nigeria in 2026. We will keep our eyes on this story to see if the Navy High Command reacts. Until then, the question remains, is Sheikh Gumi the most powerful man in Nigeria?